Hello, my name is Soumya Bukkapatnam, and today I'm going to show you how to make Rajma. Rajma just takes a few ingredients and a tiny bit of your time. Our first ingredient is red kidney beans, and in our house we tend to use the dried normal kidney beans rather than black beans that you get in a can, but because we're using the raw beans, we would just use 3 cups, and if you're using canned beans, then you can always substitute that for about 1.5 cans. Now we're going to move on to the dry ingredients. We need 2 teaspoons of cumin seeds, a couple sticks of cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds, a couple cloves, and a couple bay leaves. Also, in addition to those dry ingredients and spices, we would also need Rajma masala, which you can always find at the Indian store. Our favorite brand personally is MDH because it's not too spicy. To make the gravy, we would also need 1 onion diced, 3 tomatoes chopped up, and about 2 chilies cut into small pieces along with a tiny bit of ginger. First things first, we're going to keep our beans that we soaked overnight to pressure cook, and we use an Instapot for this. So the way we do it is we just press multigrain and it will automatically take us to a pressure cook setting for 44 minutes, which is what we use. So once we've turned that on, we can go ahead and start with our gravy, which we would put in only 1 tablespoon of oil, and then in that you want to roast your onions. Once it reaches like a golden brown color, add in your chilies and ginger, and you want to mix that. Once you feel like your chilies have roasted, you want to finally add in your tomatoes, because if you put it in too early, those will become paste instead of reaching a nice grilled consistency. So now that you have your vegetable mixture prepared, a personal preference is to grind it, and that's what we do here. So we let it cool down, and then we put it in our blender, and we blend it till it reaches paste consistency, and we dilute that. So following this step, your beans should be ready, and you want to take that out. And so first, you want to add 1 tablespoon of oil in a clean pot, and then put in all those dry ingredients we talked about earlier. First, you want to start off with your cumin seeds, and then you want to put in your fennel seeds once your cumin seeds have reached like a brown state, a grilled brown state, and then you want to add in your cinnamon sticks and bay leaves and cloves, and then you just want to grill that. Finally, you want to add in the paste that we made first, and it's still going to be a little thick right now. So before we add in the beans, we're going to add in about 3 tablespoons of Rajma masala. This will come out to like a mild Rajma instead of a spicy one. If you want to make it more spicy, you can add in more masala or more chilies into the gravy in the earlier stages, but personally we can't handle that much spice. And once the gravy has sort of come to a bubbling temperature, you would add in the beans with the water, because that will dilute the gravy and make it a little more liquidy, volumizing it. And once you've added in the beans, mix it all up and put the stove on a low heat and let it sit for about 20 minutes with its lid on. Now that it's done cooking, a fun way to serve it is to cut up some coriander leaves and top it off with that for a sort of crunch in the middle of each bite. There you have it, Rajma. Rajma is a really easy and extremely healthy dish to make because the kidney beans are a good source of protein. It's a low cholesterol, low sodium food, and has a low glycemic index as well. The dry spices that we use, the cloves, fennel seeds, cumin seeds, and cinnamon, are a great source. of antioxidants. They increase metabolism and help regulate blood pressure and blood sugar, and it helps with your immunity as well, which is important in the time we live in with the pandemic. The tomatoes and onions are also a good source of vitamin C, vitamin K, potassium, antioxidants, and help reduce cholesterol and high blood pressure. The ginger we use is also extremely healthy because it helps prevent infections, excessive gas release, colds, flus, and even muscle cramps. All in all, Rajma is a super healthy, almost multifunctional food because I love to eat it with flatbreads or with rice, and it even works well as a good salad. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.